All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do a quick update on Wise. As you guys know, the pre-sale ended yesterday, and immediately after that, we were able to claim our Wise. And right now, staking is live. As a matter of fact, not only is staking live, but you can actually get Wise right now on Uniswap if you want to. If you perhaps missed out on the pre-sale, or maybe you were in on the pre-sale and you were saving some for Uniswap. You can actually go there now. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. Before I proceed, guys, do want to remind you that crypto, holding crypto, getting into staking platforms, jumping into different smart contracts, whatever, anything you do in this space is going to be risky, guys. So do your own research, do your own due diligence. If you do decide to get in and you're okay with the risk, because it is high risk, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. There's a chance that you could lose some or even all of your funds. We don't have a crystal ball. There's no way we can predict what the price of some of these cryptos are going to be. Everything we talk about is merely speculation. So again, that's why it's important you do your own due diligence. And again, want to emphasize, put in risk capital only. Also follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that as well down below. And with that being said, guys, yeah, let's jump right into it. So as you guys know, the pre-sale ended yesterday. As you can see, it was a monster day in the reservations. It was the biggest day ever, which was predicted because people like to do things last minute. 3,283 Ethereum. If you got in only on this day, you probably bought, not probably, you did buy at a very expensive price, right? Which, if you watch some of our past videos, our last couple of update videos, or you've been plugged into the Wise Telegram or jumping onto their streams, it's been open knowledge that you get in on the last day, last week, with these crazy Ethereum days, you were going to pay a premium for your Wise. That's why people were holding for Uniswap. Now, that being said, I myself, I was in on this day. I was in on all the days because I dollar cost averaged in. So I got some of my Wise here, but because of the dollar cost average concept, I did get on some of the low Ethereum days as well, the days that only had 500 Ethereum or 600 Ethereum. So overall, we did very, very well. I was crunching some numbers on how much I actually put in, what the price of Wise is right now, and how much Wise tokens we have. And I am very happy. I'm very, very happy. I'm very excited. And this is just the beginning, guys. We will be staking this token. That's what it's meant for. It's not really built for, selling and dumping on the first day or even the first week. Like for me, like why would I go through the whole 50-day pre-sale? Even before the pre-sale started, we were in this for a couple of months, plugging into the telegrams, jumping on the streams. And this is something that has been building for 5 months, 6 months. Why wait that long and then sell on the first day? It doesn't make any sense. But people did sell. The price was and is still, moving up and down. It's pretty volatile. So again, you might want to wait a little bit and see if you can get it, when the price is lower. By that point, I don't know. I'm not giving you any type of financial advice, of course. But if you scroll up and you click on this right here, and again, this would be the best way to do it because there's a lot of different scam tokens on Uniswap, as we all know. They'll take you over to, actually, they'll take you over here. And as you can see, the price right now is just under 20 cents per Wise. So if you got in on those early days, you got your Wise at 6 cents, right? So you're doing well. Even if you dollar cost averaged in and you were in on the average price of the pre-sale, that was about 14 to 15 cents. So you're still doing well. Now, if you got in on those crazy days of the last week, especially on the last day, you probably got your Wise for about 40 cents. But why would you jump in on one day on the biggest day? I mean, that just blows my mind, right? Why would you do that? But if you did, you can see here, you're probably at a loss. Best thing to do is stake it. Don't sell it. Why are you going to sell it at a loss? Stake it, hold it. You can hold it, but stake it is really the play, right? This whole thing is built for staking. Now, some of you guys say, well, I'm not going to stake. Do whatever you want to do. It's your funds. Okay. All I know is what I'm going to do is I'm going to be staking, right? And for the vast majority, I'm going to be staking for over a year because longer pays better. I'm in this for the 100 to the 200 to the 300x. Will it do that? I don't know. right? I'm not looking for, you know, a 2x or a 3x. I could have done that with anything. You know, I could have just bought a Bitcoin and, rode that wave up. I'm looking for, that 100 to 200x, which I believe you can't do with Bitcoin anymore. I think Bitcoin is still possible. You can do a 10x, but Bitcoin already went through that crazy, crazy wave. What Bitcoin is used for now is digital gold, right? You hold it, and hopefully, it'll go up over time. I think it could still potentially do a 10x. Some people are saying it'll do 20x or 30x. That's fine. I'll be happy either way. But I don't think it'll do 100 to 200x anymore because it already went through that big ass pump. Wise is brand new. This can go 100 to 200x. Will it do that? I don't know. It can go to zero. I don't know. But you got to be in it to win it, right? You got to take that risk. I'm not saying you should. I know for me, I take risks because I want to make gains, right? And I'm okay with taking a loss if there's potential for gains because I'm only putting in what I could afford to lose. So that being said, look at Uniswap, the pair right here. Again, go through the Telegram pinned message so you can get the correct link for the pair. But you can see the liquidity is there. Some people are saying, I don't see the liquidity. You're not looking in the right place or you're on the wrong pair. There's a scam token or a scam pair. You got to be very careful. Go to the Telegram, the official Telegram, go to the pin message, and you will see the liquidity there. Now, this is locked liquidity, guys. No rug pull. No one can pull this liquidity, right? They burned the LP token. So it's locked, which is awesome. Okay. How many of us have gotten into different coins where you go to bed and then the next day you wake up and the liquidity's gone, right? Or and you're trying to sell your tokens. And you're like, you can't sell. There's no liquidity, right? Or you're trying to sell and you're getting killed with slippage where you're losing like half of your stack or half of the value of your tokens. It's crazy, right? This liquidity is locked, right? That's what's pretty awesome here. Here you can scroll down and get the correct addresses. Of course, in my last video, the one I just did right before this one, I showed how you can take this address, add it on MetaMask, so you can see where you see where your Wise is once you claim them. But you probably already know that, right? So let's talk about real quick the dashboard staking system, right? So this is live, guys, right? Now this is not my actual wallet where I'm holding my Wise. This is for just demo purposes, but here's where you can actually create your stakes. Now, if you have Wise, you can go ahead and stake. If you don't have Wise, you can just use Ethereum. It'll convert your Ethereum into Wise once you stake. All right, so you can go to Uniswap, get it. You can just use your Ethereum if you want. Totally up to you. And here's how you can stake your Wise, okay? You put in the staking amount. I've done a demo on this like twice already, so I'm not gonna go over it again. Here you would put the duration, okay? You can do preset, right? Which some people want to do that, or you could do the days, right? Now, if you stake for a year, I would do 366 days just to make sure you're solid for that year. Here you would put in your staking amount, whatever. Let's say you're putting a 10,000 Wise stake, and then here you would have the address of the link that you're using. Right now, if you use my link or a link, you will get a 10% bonus on your shares. So make sure you're using a referral link. I'll leave mine below. And if you use a referral link, it'll actually have that person's address already pre-populated, so you don't got to change it. So just leave it in there, and then here you can, you can look at the stats, what the bonuses, the duration bonus is going to be, what your total estimated shares is going to be, and then you would just go ahead and here it says insufficient balance because I'm not using my real wallet, but if I was, it would say this right here, you'd be able to highlight this and click it to start your stake, right? So figure out what your strategy is, guys, okay? Depending on what your objective is, depending on what you're trying to do, you might put in some longer stakes, you might put in some shorter stakes, you might stake a little bit and hold some of it, most of it liquid, or vice versa. It's totally up to you, and I'm not going to give you any type of financial advice because, like I said, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what your objective is. I don't know what you're trying to do. I know for me, this is sort of what I'm going to do. And again, it's not exactly, but people have asked me, this is sort of what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to take my stack of Ys. And again, these percentages may or may not change because I'm going to set up my stakes later today, depending how I feel. I'm going to keep 10% of it liquid. Now, again, that'll fluctuate, right? I might change it if I decide I might make it less or maybe make it more. I don't know. Maybe I'll do 5% liquid or maybe I'll do 15%. But I made this little, not a spreadsheet, but a little document here just for easy math. I put 10%, and then I'm going to stake the remaining 90% of my stack. Now, that 90%, I'm going to create ladder stakes every month, 1 year out. So I could take that 90%, whatever it is, divide it by 12, and I'll have 12 different stakes. One is going to stake for 12 months, which will end on the 13th month, obviously. Then I'll take another one and stake that for month 13, month 14, 15, 16, all the way down to month 24. So basically, I'm staking longer than a year, and then after that, I have stakes coming to an end every single year. Every single month via this ladder stake. And then once a stake is up, I simply take the interest, restake the principal for another 12 months. So this right here, once it matures, I'll take the principal, I'll restake it for another 12 months. And then perpetually now, there's going to be a stake ending every month and then restaking for another 12 months. So after the first year, I have stakes maturing every year, not every year, every month, forever, essentially, right? So I have an ongoing monthly income coming every single month after year one. And again, if I lock in those shares early, this could be pretty significant, right? Especially if the price of Ys goes up. Even if the price of Ys stays the same or even goes down a little bit, if I'm staking long, I'm still going to be ahead in the long run because I have more Ys on my Ys. I'm getting Ys as an interest, but I do believe the price will go up, right? And we've talked about that several times. So yeah, this is how I'm going to create an ongoing monthly income forever. Something happens to me, I'm going to give my keys, my kids, and they have a monthly income coming forever, right? If I get lazy later and I don't want to do it monthly, I could do it quarterly, right? Like I have every 3 months, I'll have a big stake coming to an end. I'll have like a quarterly income, almost like dividends, like a quarterly dividend, right? That's maturing every single quarter. And then every quarter forever, I have a monthly amount. Or I have a quarterly stake ending. And I'm just restaking that for 12 months. So that I'm just constantly just restaking the principal, and I'm just scraping off the interest when the stake ends for monthly income. So some ideas. You do what you want to do. Obviously, figure out what what strategy you want to employ. Let me see here. Give me 1 second here, guys. Yeah. So if you look right here, I just went onto Uniswap right now. There's a lot of people that use Uniswap, right? Go do your research. If you look here, day one, not even day one, it's like a couple of hours, Wise token right here is number 7 in the top 10. Wow. That's crazy, right? So now people who go to Uniswap, they're going to look at this and say, what the heck is Wise token, right? A lot of people they're judging what Wise is doing for like the first hour, the first 2 hours. Oh, I'm going to sell like 2 hours after the launch. I'm selling. I mean, this ain't sell if you want to, but remember what happened to Hex? That shit dumped also, right? But people who held it for a year, I'm not saying the same thing is going to happen, but I don't know. Anyway, again, I'll leave a link down below if you want to use it to stake. You'll get a 10% bonus on your shares. I'll be doing updated videos on this moving forward, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Super excited. Again, Risk Capital, only do your own research. Follow me on Telegram. I will catch you on the next update. Happy New Year's, and we'll talk soon. Peace.